So hello and good morning to everyone. So our today's lead code question is 3513, which is number of unique Zord triplets part 1. So basically in this question we are given an integer array nums whose length is n, and basically the array nums is a permutation of the numbers in the range 1 to n, right? So now what is a permutation? So suppose we have the numbers from 1 to n, so we can write them in any order. So that order is basically a permutation of the numbers, right? Now what we have to do is, what is a Zor triplet? So a Zor triplet is basically a Zor of three elements, nums of I, nums of j and nums of k, such that I is less than or equal to j and j is less than or equal to k. So these three numbers can be same also, because I is equal to j and j is equal to k, right? So this way a Zor triplet is defined. So now what we have to do is, we have to return the number of unique Zor triplet values. So that means if we take Zor of three numbers, then we get a value. So we have to find the total number of unique values that we are getting among all the possible triplets. So let's see an example. So here we have n is equal to 2, or we can say we have 1 and 2. So what are the possible Zor triplets? So 1 Zor 1, 1 Zor 1, Zor 1, it will give us 1. 1 Zor 1, this will be 0. 0 Zor 2 will be 2. So there is a property that if we take Zor of two same numbers, then it will be 0, and then we take Zor of any number with 0, it will give us the same number, right? So here 1 Zor 1 will give us 0, and 0 Zor 2 will give us 2. So we get two unique values. Then 1 Zor 2, Zor 2. So 2 Zor 2 will give us 0, and 0 Zor 1 will give us 1. So already we have got 1. So this is not a unique value. Again, this is not a unique value. So the total number of unique values that we are getting are 2. So our answer is 2. So now let's see the next example. So in the next example we have n is equal to 3. That means the permutation is 3, 1 and 2, right? So now see 3 Zor 3 Zor 3. So this will be 0, and then 0 Zor something will be that number. So we get 3 here. Then 3 Zor 3, it will again be 0. Then 0 Zor 1, it will give us 1. Then we get 2. Then we get 0. So in this way we get four distinct values: 0, 1, 2 and 3. So the answer is 4, right? So let's see the constraints. So the n, which is a nums dot length, is 10 ki power 5. So basically in our number array we can have at most 10 ki power 5 elements, and each element value is from 1 to n, and nums is a permutation of integers from 1 to n, right? So let's see the approach part. So as we know, as we already discussed, our nums array is a permutation of numbers from 1 to n. That means every value from 1 to n will appear exactly once, right? It will appear once. And as we know, x is 0, and 0 zor x is x. We know these two properties. So if we do x jor x, what it will give? This will be 0, and 0 jor something is 0, so it will give x, right? So x can be any value from 1 to n. So if we put x as any value from 1 to n, that means the values that we get as the answer is will be from 1 to n. So that means we are getting at least n different values. We are getting at least n different values from 1 to n using this property. Using this property we are getting at least n different values, or at least n unique values. And now one more thing: if n is greater than or equal to 3, then 1 zor 2 zor 3, this value is equal to 0. This value is equal to 0. Then we get one more value also. So if n is greater than or equal to 3, then how much values that we have get till now? We have get n plus values, n plus 1 unique values till now, right? So n different values using this property, and then 0 using 1 2 and 3, right? Let's assume that our n value lies between 2 की power k and 2 की power k plus 1, right? So our n is lying between 2 की power k and 2 की power k plus 1. So every number in the array uses at most how many bits? It will uses at most k plus 1 bits, right? It will use at most k plus 1 bits, right? So therefore the ZOR of any three numbers will also use at most k plus 1 bits, right? The first thing that we have assumed is that our number is less than 2 की power k plus 1. So every number in the array will use at most how many bits? It will use at most k plus 1 bits. So if we take ZOR of three numbers, then that will also use at most k plus 1 bits. So what are the possible ZOR values? What are the possible ZOR values with k plus 1 bits? So that possible ZOR values are 0 from 0 to 2 की power k plus 1 minus 1. So these are the possible ZOR values that we can achieve. So total how many ZOR values are present in this range? That is 2 की power k plus 1. So at most 2 की power k plus 1 distinct ZOR values we can achieve, right? So let's see the proof for this, right? So for n greater than or equal to 3, we know we get the values from 1 to n using the property x XOR x XOR x, which will give us the answer x. And then let's see how we'll get the answers. How we'll get the value x from n plus 1 to 2 की power k plus 1 minus 1. How, let's see how we'll achieve these values, right? How we'll achieve these values, because we have discussed that we can get at most 2 की power k plus 1 distinct values from 0 to 2 की power k plus 1 minus 1, right? So these are the values that we can get. So let's see how we'll get the values from n plus 1 to 2 की power k plus 1 minus 1, right? How we can get or how we can achieve these values? Let's see, right? So we have taken a ZOR value x, and then we have done that ZOR with 2 की power k. So it will give us a number y. So when we do ZOR with 2 की power k, what it will does is it will toggle the highest bit. It will toggle the highest bit in x, right? So let's say if our x is 5, that is 101, and then when we ZOR with 4, that is 2 की power k, that is smaller power of 2 then x, that is 4, right? So what answer we get? We get 1 0 0. So we can see the highest bit of this number has been toggled. So first thing that we do is we'll toggle the highest bit of the value, right? And as since the highest bit is removed, the answer that we get that is y will be less than 2 की power k, right? And as we know, so this y is less than 2 की power k, then it means it will be present in our array. So now what we try to do is we'll try to construct this y using two numbers from the array. And then what we do is once we construct this y using two numbers from the array, then when we do y XOR 2 की power k, we'll get x XOR 2 की power k XOR 2 की power k. And as we know, XOR of two same numbers is 0, so this will become 0. So y XOR 2 की power k will become x, and that is what we want to achieve. So here x is the value from n plus 1 to 2 की power k plus 1, right? So now our focus is to make y from two different numbers in the array, right? Or now our aim is to constructing y as the XOR of two numbers. So now for that we have two different cases. First case is our y is not equal to 1. So when y is not equal to 1, we choose a is equal to 1 and b is 1 XOR y. And then when we do a XOR b, we'll get our value of y, right? Because when we do XOR with 1, it will change only the least significant bit, right? It will only change the least significant bit. So our b value will be from y plus 1, right? Y plus 1 is less than, is greater than b and less than n, right? Now once both, and then suppose if our y value is 1, if our y value is 1, then we use a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 3, because 2 or 3 is 1, 2 or 3 is 1, right? So once we get, a and b, then as we know a zor b is y, and then when we do zor with 2 ki power k, so y zor 2 ki power k is x, because we have taken y is equal to x zor 2 ki power k. So if we do zor on both sides, that is y zor 2 ki power k is equal to x zor 2 ki power k zor 2 ki power k, and this value will become 0. So y zor 2 ki power k is equal to x. So now we get every value from 0 to 2 ki power k plus 1 minus 1, right? So let's see an example. So suppose we have taken n is equal to 4. So in our array we have the elements 1 2 3 4. It can be in any order because it's a permutation. Now let's see our n value. N value lies between 2 ki power 2 to 2 ki power 2 to 2 ki power 3. It lies in between this. So 2 ki power 2, that is equal to 2 ki power k, right? Now we know we can obtain the values 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4 using this property, right? That is 1 zor 1 zor 1, it will give us 1. Similarly 2, when we replace x with 2 it will give us 2, then replace with 3 it will give us 3. So now what we need to do, we need to generate 5 6 and 7, and 0 can be generated with 1 zor 2 zor 3, it will give us 0, right? Now we need to generate 5 6 and 7. So let's see how we'll generate 5. How we'll generate 5 using 3 numbers from the array, right? So first thing, we'll remove the highest bit from 5. So we'll do zor with 5 zor 4. So when we do 5 zor 4, we'll get 1, so now what is our goal? Our goal is to make 1 using 2 numbers from the array. So if we use 2 and 3 and take their zor, if we use 2 and 3 and take the zor, then we get value 1, right? So and then 1 zor 4, 1 zor 4 will give us 5, 1 zor 4 will give us 5. So the triplet is 2 zor 3 zor 5 4, it will give us 5. So we can see we are getting 5. Then similarly we will generate 6, that is we remove the highest bit. So when we remove the highest bit, we will get y is equal to 2. So now we have to make 2 using 2 numbers from the array. So when we use 1 zor 3, when we use 1 zor 3, it will give us 2, right? So 1 zor 3 will give us 2, and then when we do 2 zor 4, 2 zor 4, it will give us 6. So we are getting 6 also. Then in the similar manner we'll get 7 also. So if we'll see the final result, or we can say final algorithm, so if n is equal to 1, if n is equal to 1, then we get only one possibility, that is 1 zor 1 zor 1. If n is equal to 2, then we get only two possibilities. These are the special cases. Then for n greater than equal to 3, for n greater than equal to 3, our answer will lie from 0 to 2 ki power k plus 1 minus 1. So total possible distinct value is 2 ki power k plus 1, 2 ki power k plus 1, right? So basically what we do is we will find the smallest power of 2 strictly greater than n, smallest power of 2 strictly greater than n, right? So here we can see, if special case, if n is less than or equal to 2, then we have to return n, else we'll find the next power of 2 which is greater than n, and that is our answer, right? So we return that as answer. So I hope I'm able to explain you the solution properly, and even I am able to explain you the proof, like how we are getting uh, numbers greater than n in the distinct values. So if you like the video, please make sure to like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.